Hello and welcome to the People Chronicles and this episode of Storied Women. My name is Annmaries Ingarra-Milch and I am your host. I am also the author of Lunch with Lucille. Lunch with Lucille is the story of how one woman's life journey impacted another woman. And here on Storied Women, we invite women from the community to come in and tell you about their life's journey so that we can learn from them as well. Today my guest is Annmarie Sullivan Dallao.
Correct.
Welcome, Annmarie.
Thank you. Welcome.
And today Annmarie is going to share with us her story. So Annmarie, I told you that one of the questions, so really the only question that I'm going to ask you today is, what is it that you want the viewers to remember about our little chat today? What is the takeaway?
I believe it's when one door closes, another one opens, and all your experiences from the past, come to fruition and take you to that next step in your life.
I like that. I like that very much. I think, we are on this journey. And so tell me a little bit about your journey.
Well, my journey, when I went to high school, I really didn't take the college route. And I started working at AT&T, which became Lucent in a Gear. And I found out through them I could get my education at night. So I got my marketing degree from Alvernia. And through that at AT&T, I was able to proceed from manufacturing to the training organization and then into production planning. And then when they had the big downsizing, I got into other passions, which was sales and marketing. And I've learned a lot of lessons and met a lot of great people. So even though those doors closed on me, it took me from one job to the next.
That's great. That's great. I think of it in terms of it's almost like a path that you get, that you're on, that all of us are on, and that. So tell me, so where has it all taken you? Where has it led you to now?
Right now, my husband and I opened our own business just October 20th. And so it's really great. I'm back out there in the community, reaching out to customers that I, met through my other positions throughout the county. And also I did a lot of volunteering throughout my whole career. And so it's taken me back to friends that I met along my path.
Excellent. So it's these, especially the relationships that you build along the way. So in marketing and
sales.
Yeah, that's what's all built on relationships.
Right.
Yeah. So would you consider yourself a relationship builder?
Yes, I think I'm a connector.
And a
connector?
I
build relationships, and then I try to connect other people, to others that I'm always helping everyone, so it seems like I'm always worried about everyone's business, and that's something that helped me in my sales. I would take your business and make it my business. So I didn't just promote your business, from 8 to 5. I promoted it 7 days a week, and to whoever I saw, I was always trying to help the friends I met through my business associates.
Yeah, I've witnessed that firsthand. I have to tell you, I've witnessed this firsthand because I met Annmarie at a bazaar, at a church bazaar, and she then made it her mission, her personal mission, to bump up my Facebook followers.
Right.
She said, I didn't like the number. I think we should have more. And then she went back and she invited all her friends to follow Lunch with Lucille page.
Right.
So that's very kind of you. But it's that kindness, I think, of your, and that those kind acts, I think that are really have really built you up. The average person, I don't know if they actually do that. Make it their mission to help somebody else, like you have done.
I'm not sure. My twin sister's kind of the same way, but it's something I think was ingrained in me by my parents. Growing up, my dad was always involved with everything and coaching, volunteering, and always helping someone out, be it children through coaching or adults through our church. And so I learned a lot.
So you do a lot of volunteer work as well?
I do a lot of volunteer work as well.
Where do you volunteer?
My husband and I both help with the Boy Scouts of America it's called a Venture Crew. It's actually a branch of the Scouts for girls and boys 13 and above that aren't regular scouts. And it's almost like a youth group, almost like a church youth group. But, it helps keep them focused and keep them out of trouble. I'm very active in my church, St. Joseph's in Reading. My twin sister and I run our folk group. And then I also run, for 35 years, my sister and I run bingo at Berksheim. It started at AT&T with the Future Pioneers, and when they closed, I couldn't say no. That's another, I have trouble saying no, so I've been doing that. So I think it all just connected together. I'm more of a sales marketing person, and my husband's really good with business operations. So we opened Arc Point Labs of Reading, it's another business that's going to help the community, because Arc Point Labs is drug and alcohol testing and DNA testing and genetic testing. So there's a lot of good things to help our community and the schools. Since we opened the business, I've already done 2 health fairs. Great. So I've done the Wilson High School Health Fair, and I did the Exeter Community Fair.
Great. Yeah. So giving back to the community as you even in your business, very similar to what the People Chronicles does as well. Yes, it gives back to the community, get the word out. The thing that you have that I hear you talking about is like along the way you've had all these little successes and little failures going, or I don't want to say failures, but challenges, lose one job, get another job, lose one job, get another job, lose one job, get an education, get the education, get more education, those little paths. And I was thinking the other day as I was putting up my Christmas lights, I was looking at each little bulb, and if you look at each little bulb as a success, they're tiny. Those little white bulbs on our trees are so tiny these days. And I was thinking that, those are kind of like the successes of life. And then when you plug them in and you see that whole, the continuity of that, and it's just absolutely amazing that, that brilliance comes from all those little successes that you have. And now you are on this path that you've really plugged it in with your new business.
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
It is amazing, and I feel like God puts people in my path to help me along the way. It's just each of my jobs I found through friends, through connections, just through talking with other people. Hey, I'm not happy with something I'm doing right now. Do you have any ideas? Anybody might be looking for someone in sales or, marketing. And I just feel it's the network you build up.
It sure is. It really is. And it's that network, that bond. It really gets strengthened as you go along. But I think it takes a certain type of person, a giving person who really other people want to give back to, like that. Like you.
Yeah, I feel that too, because when I'm out in the community, my customers from the past, they all miss me, and and it's hard because you build up those bonds and you don't break those bonds. You just actually strengthen those bonds. With each step, I feel like you strengthen the bonds. And you were saying with the Christmas tree lights, there was something I just read on LinkedIn last week, and it was something about when you're down, you should just roll over and look up to the sky and follow the stars and connect the stars. To have that positive outlook, that there's always something better out there for you.
Excellent. I like that very much. Thank you for coming in and sharing that with us today, Annmarie.
You're welcome.
And thank you for listening to the People Chronicles. If you want to hear more stories about storied women, please go to YouTube and subscribe. And there is also the Facebook page as well as the website. So thank you for listening.
Want to know more about who's doing what in Berks County? Check out the stories on thepeoplechronicles.com. These community stories are made possible in part by BCTV, Susie Ray Design, Queen City Family Restaurant, Lamar Advertising, Heidelberg Family Restaurant, Reading Air, Lions and Hole, Peanut Bar, and Kutztown University.